Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll start the third quarter with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
To the air, it's Coates. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. On the move is the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. After the run, now to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Texas 14, Georgia 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You've got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Looking for a man. It's Coates. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Evans. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll throw it on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. The defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Powers forward. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough.